All right, good Monday morning, everybody.
Okay, this will take you back. So today, one of the most beloved TV shows for generations of children and even parents is celebrating a big birthday today. Sesame Street turns 56. The public television show was the brainchild of Joan Cooney. She was a former documentary producer for PBS. Cooney wanted to create a show for preschoolers that was both entertaining and educational, and she also wanted to help underprivileged 3 to 5-year-olds get ready for kindergarten. So Sesame Street featured, of course, Muppets, and Cooney hired Muppets creator Jim Henson to create the cast of characters for the show. And of course, some of those iconic figures, Big Bird, Cookie Monster, and Bert and Ernie, are still very popular to this day.
Yeah, that show really took off from the moment it hit airwaves.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up, I can't imagine my life without Sesame Street. I mean, as a kid, just watching it literally every day.
Yeah, I think everyone, when they were a kid, watched some Sesame Street at least. So I think my favorite character is Cookie Monster, of course.
Yeah, I loved Grover. Remember the blue one? He just seemed like he would fly and he would crash and he just seemed hopeless and helpless. I love the Count.
Yeah.
Did you like the Grouch?
I didn't like the Grouch as a child, but I feel like as an adult we can kind of relate to the Grouch more, right? So
that's a good point. Our parents probably loved him.
Yeah, he grows on you as you grow older.
Yeah, but I mean, a great show. So many memories as a kid, and just my kids watched it, and then you learn to count and like the alphabet and things, and it makes it fun and interesting. So
yeah, I'm sure it'll go on for many more years to come.
Yeah,
still popular.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, pretty cool. All right, thank you, Jennifer. Let's take a look at our headlines this morning, and we begin with a live look at Capitol Hill. After a 40-day stalemate, the Senate has struck a deal to restore funding in Washington. It was a 60-40 vote, with 8 Democrats, including Tim Kaine, crossing over to support the measure. The agreement will keep money flowing through January and promises a vote on extending health care subsidies. But there are still a few hurdles left, so for now, the government remains shut down. The Commonwealth is pausing its recently launched food and aid program after action from the federal government. Governor Youngkin announcing Sunday the state will stop issuing Virginia Emergency Nutrition Assistance benefits. This comes after the USDA confirmed federal food stamps will be partially funded this week. Officials say they expect 65% of normal SNAP benefits to reach Virginians by this Thursday. A UVA student is still recovering after she was hurt during the field rush at Scott Stadium in late September. Ellie Wormser suffered severe leg injury. She describes the experience as terror, losing consciousness and waking up beneath a pile of students. She and her family are now calling for stronger safety standards at college stadiums. And a Charlottesville winter clothing drive is now underway to help neighbors in need stay warm. Do Good Seville is collecting coats, sweaters, and pants through next Monday. Donations can be dropped off at various locations across the city and Albemarle County. All items will benefit the Haven Day Shelter, which serves people experiencing homelessness. And things are really cooling down out there.
Yeah, a little quick shot. We told you about it last week. Cold temperatures expected today, tomorrow, after reaching the 70s this weekend. We will struggle to hit 50 degrees today. And of course, you factor in those breezes and it's going to feel even colder, but we'll have a mix of clouds and sun. Tonight we'll drop down into the low to mid 20s. Of course, we've issued a cuddle alert. Could even see some flurries across parts of the region. And then your Veterans Day, it's going to be sunny, but certainly much colder, only getting up to about 47 east of the Blue Ridge, a little colder across the valley. We quickly warm back into the 60s on Wednesday, Thursday, upper 50s, and it should be a pleasant late week into the weekend. Won't be as warm as this past weekend, but overall still pretty nice, low to middle 60s with a fair amount of sunshine. But certainly tonight going to be a cold one. And of course, to get you kind of in the spirit of things, if you see a few flurries, it doesn't look like we'll see anything accumulate just yet. No.
Yeah, you have to keep an eye out for those. But it looks like this coming weekend, we'll still be in the 60s. So
pretty nice. Yeah.
We can deal with that.
Yeah.
It's November still. Yeah. All right. Thank you, David. And thank you guys for joining us. Here's a live look at traffic this morning. This is US 29 at Rio Road in Albemarle County. Looks like things are moving smoothly on this Monday morning. I hope you have a great day out there, and we'll see you again on 29 News at noon.